is reaching sky high. And I must admit that this match will certainly garner a lot of attention. It's Monday afternoon, but it's a packed house. It's a full house, and we can feel the vibe and the incredible atmosphere as well.
Yeah, well, don't ask me to make a prediction because I got the last one wrong. I'm still absolutely fascinated by the love of cricket in this part of the world. I'd heard about it, but I'd never really believed it, and now I've seen it with my own eyes, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I hope that they get thoroughly entertained, not only today, but the rest of the tournament.
Well, actually see it, feel it, because the fans are going to flaunt it. That's how it's going to be. But watch out for the Jankapur bowls. They put a very good bowling effort, and it's going to be very, very important how they shape up today as well. The momentum is with them, and they'll be eager to make it 2-2. So much to look forward to, and we're all set for live action. It's over to the commentators.
Well, sincere thanks to both Mikhail Vaswamy and HD Ackerman. We'd just like to correct HD on one thing. I didn't predict a Kathmandu win. That was all him. All on the great man. But the atmosphere, the anticipation is palpable. Just listen to that. So good to see one of India's all-time greats. The famous nickname Gabbar. He is here. 34 tests with 700s, 167 ODIs and 68 T20Is for India. Playing with Delhi, with Mumbai, with Deccan, with the Sunrisers, back at Delhi, and then most recently with the Punjab Kings 11 in the IPL. Second leading run scorer in the history of that competition, just down south of the border from here. And we've got a packed full house on a Monday, barely even afternoon yet. This is what the NPL is all about. Andrew Leonard here to guide you through every piece of it. And what better man than a former Indian international to tell us a bit more about Shikhar Dhawan. Shriyam, how brilliant a player was he and is he?
Terrific for Nepal Cricket League, that Nepal Premier League that is here. He's one of the most experienced batters going around, and what a face that adds glamour to this already buzzing tournament.
If you're wondering what that roar was, the in-ground PA just announced his name. The big screen, which is again another new addition to this venue that has never ever looked better. The spiritual home of Nepali cricket here in Kirtipur. We're about 15 minutes outside of the downtown city centre, not too far also from the twin city of Lalitpur. Beautiful part of the world. Dev Kanal, he's going to open up the batting. What an experience for the under-19 captain who captained his country so well in January in South Africa, and the full senior international, to get to open the batting alongside a legend of the game. It's going to be young Kishore Mahato with the new ball in his hand. Jankapur will fancy their chances to make it 2 from 2. And this call of winning the toss and choosing to bat first from Sampal Kami is going to be tested out. A big surprise for us, wasn't it, Chiram?
Most definitely. All the captains so far have bowled first. But I can understand his thinking. Probably it's a used wicket. He wants to put runs on the board and put the pressure back on the Jankapur bowls. Their batting wasn't tested last game.
Right hand bowling over.
Milanta and Harsh Thakur got them home, but today will be a different day.
Match 3, we're all set. Mahato to Dev Kanal, here we go. No wide outside the off stump. I'm so pleased. I can't even explain how pleased I am to see Kishore Mahato back here in Nepal. Moved down to Australia, having been in the national team last year, and really I think it was the draw of Prabhudu Dasanayaka to get him back up here to Nepal. He's playing grade cricket down in Australia, first grade, a very high level. There's the man everyone in town is talking about. Caused quite the stir arriving at the airport the other night, didn't he?
He creates a stir wherever he goes.
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity software where you can manage everything and anything related to your work. Your documents, your chats, your whiteboards, your projects. The value of this, you don't have to buy 5 softwares to do this. You don't have to be hopping back.
Already I like the first look of him, and I like Kishore Mahato too. He's got a good buzz in his action, gets the ball to move away, can generate decent pace. I'm so happy he's come back to Nepal. They won the toss and elected to bat.
Oh, that's very strong. He's really good straight down the ground, and that whole area from sort of mid on the leg side all the way around to an extra cover. He loves driving. He's a rarity in Nepali cricket. You don't get very many tall players. You think of Gulshan Jha, who we'll see come into action in the coming days, the all-rounder. Anil Shah, Kishore Mahato. But Dev Kanal's taller than all of them. Very elegant, very languid, beautiful batter to watch. He's got a big reputation. He's very stylish, gets off the mark to greet a big roar, and the fans, they don't want the second because they want Shikhar on strike.
That was beautifully played. Just under the eye. I can barely hear Lenny because the crowd are going berserk for Shikhar Dhawan. This is a great moment for the Nepal Premier League. Number 42, Shikhar Dhawan, legend of Indian cricket. Indian white ball cricket, should I say. 17 ODI hundreds, 68 T20 international appearances. Formed a formidable opening partnership with Rohit Sharma. And he's here facing Kishore Mahato. What a moment. History in the making for the Nepal Premier League.
Oh, what a lovely anti-climax. A leg side wide. Oh, what a roar. I could barely hear you, as you said, right next to me here. There's an intimacy to this venue, isn't there? It's a very special ground.
It's a loud ground as well. You can hear the crowds up close. You can hear them. And the energy is buzzing here at the Tribhuvan University International Cricket Stadium. And I quite like Kishore Mahato. Had good carry in the last ball.
And just getting his line wrong, not adjusting to the left-hander. Would have been a good line to Dev Kanal, not to Shikhar Dhawan. Shikhar hasn't been in action since the IPL just gone last match in April, but he was still in pretty good touch, wasn't he, for the Punjab Kings 11?
He got injured midway through the tournament and didn't play after. But he got a couple of 50s. He got one against LSG. I remember when he played against them in Lucknow. That was probably one of his last big knocks.
Yeah, that day 70 off 50 with 7 4s and 3 6s. What made him so good in the IPL? Why was he so effective?
I think he knew his game so well. He played at really good tempo. He's opened with David Warner. They've forged a very, very good partnership, the two left-handers. Can hit those boundaries. Very good against spin and pace. Very good square of the wicket particularly.
Also incredibly consistent. It's something that you'll often overlook. You'll see some players with big spikes in their form, but you look at all his numbers throughout the 222 IPL matches that he's played, accumulating 6,769 runs. There is not a single season dating all the way back to 2016 where he averaged less than 30. That's an incredible stat.
Terrific consistency, and his strike rate, something he has to keep an eye on, but he can definitely go big.
Just listen to that. That's what they've come to see. Shikhar, elegance and class through the covers. End of the first over, 8 for none.
Insta for a complete home.
सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
One who spans the bridge between those 2 World Cup appearances for Nepal back in 2014 in Bangladesh and just this year earlier in the United States and in the Caribbean, where Nepal came within a whisker, within inches of beating South Africa. And remember, South Africa could well have won the tournament unbeaten. We'll see spin to start with again. It's Lana Rajbanshi. Good diving stop at backward point. I know you were really impressed with Rajbanshi the other day, but what about this from Shikhar Dhawan? How good a drive was this?
If this doesn't set the tournament alight, what will? Languid, elegance, grace personified that cover drive from Shikhar Dhawan. Last ball of the last over.
Bowls in. It's Rajbanshi again. The trademark 2 fingers to the sky. It's always the inside edge he beats, not the outer. Just skids on, ever accurate. Canal looks for a yahoo down the ground. He misses, and the Yaks lose their first.
Went across the line. He'll be disappointed with the shot. Could have gone straight up. Deceived in the air. Beautiful flight from Lalit Rajbanshi. Just taking off from where he left in the previous game. 3 for in the last game. Wicket of his second ball. Dev Karnal gone for 1, and it's 8 for 1. The Yaks.
Here comes Chadwick Walton. Has played here before in Nepal. A very, very stylish stroke maker. And someone who's scored runs all around the world, often at the top of the order. He can bat opening up, but he's in at number 3 today. And he'll join Shikhar Dhawan at the crease. Hasn't made a T20 100 yet. That might be something he'd love to put right here in Nepal. And if he gets in, he can go big.
Terrific striker with the ball, Chadwick Walton. 19 T20 highs for the West Indies. Yeah, never got 100. Probably today is his day. Dev Karnal, flattered and deceived. He's a terrific player, but swung across the line. Rajbanshi.
Yeah, nicely bowled again. Rajbanshi's accuracy is quite impeccable. Again, another batter beaten on the inside edge.
I went right across the line. If you are to hit Rajbanshi, hit him down the ground, side screen. Probably try to drag it wide, long on. Rajbanshi is too clever.
What do you like about him? What do you see in his action that you like? He does get the ball to drift nicely too.
I like his energy. He's got good energy through the crease, and he's got impeccable control. His length is so good. He hits the stumps more than 50% of the time. That's a great, marker to have.
He's really like a metronome, isn't he? He's so accurate again and again and again. And he's almost challenging the batter. He's saying, if you want to take a risk against me, you can, but I'm that accurate. I know what I'm going to do. It's an economical action, but it's very effective.
Very repeatable, as they say. Nice, tall release. Good follow through as well. Can come a little more over the top, but that's been what I've seen with the Nepal bowlers. Everyone comes in with the arm. There's a little bit of drift going. Shikhar Dhawan. No deep square leg. Keep an eye out.
Happy just to pick up the single. He'll keep the strike. Rajbanshi starts in the wickets again. A wicket with the first ball 2 days ago. Wicket with his second today. It's 10 for 1.
Like Superlight on Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Papaiko, Asli Energy, Red Bull, Asli Nerozum. Vivo. ब्याङ्किङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
Here in 2021 during with the COVID lockdowns. And you could literally see Mount Everest from here, right in the heart of the Kathmandu Valley. It was quite stunning.
Can't wait to get up the Chandragiri hills. You've scared me a bit with that gondola trip, but I'll eventually get there.
It's only HD who's scared of heights. Don't worry, you can get up there. Get up there in the trademark multi-million-dollar project up the hills. We're at about 1,480 meters elevation here in the valley. And you rapidly ascend up in the cable car up to 2,400.
Not as high as Johannesburg.
As he told us. Now, do you think Shikhar Dhawan's just going to take a little while to acclimatise? Hasn't played much cricket of late, of course. Maybe a little bit like the way in which we saw Martin Guptill bat yesterday.
100%. I think Shikhar Dhawan will take his time as we look at the picturesque Kathmandu and the Tribhuvan University International Cricket Ground. Can we compare this to Dharamshala?
I think it's better. I've been to Dharamshala, I was there in the 2016 T20 World Cup. That's beautiful. But it's one of a kind here in Kirtipur. Of course, Martin Guptill's innings was 2 days ago, not yesterday. Just wiped out the Sunday from memory. Might have been a few celebrations on Saturday night. Kishan Mahado just maybe adjusting. Again, he's coming back to his native country, having played so much cricket in Australia. The lengths will be very different. You'll need to bowl down there.
Is he still eligible to play for Nepal? That's a great thing. Getting him to come back, I think he's got a lot of potential. He can work up decent pace, can swing the ball.
Well, the second boundary for Dhawan. Again, it's through the same area. The first one was off the front foot. This one's off the back. Equally elegant and stylish. I've got a sneaking suspicion he might just be enjoying it out there.
Yeah, one place where you can't bowl to Shikhar Dhawan is offer him width. He's just too good sitting on the back foot. He's someone who will have his weight back and sit on the back foot. And once you give him width, he's just going to punish you all day. Yeah, terrific shot. Contact point under the eye. Super force powered by NCell. Yeah, hit well in front of square. Shows you the amount of time he has.
And there is one of the other big stars. Jimmy Neesham, fresh in. I think he only landed maybe last night. It could have been the day before. He was another one of the players at the T10. He's come in, the highly experienced New Zealand all-rounder. Plenty of draws in this year's NPL.
What an addition to the tournament. James Neesham, terrific cricketer. Yeah, he's playing in place of Ben Mike today.
Just inside the guideline, wasn't it? Really, really close. Yeah, you talk about kind of world-class operators. James Neesham, bat ball in the field with a bit of style and a pretty good social media game too.
Absolutely. Love his tweets from time to time. James Neesham. Great experience for the young Nepali boys to share the dressing room with him. Pick his brains.
Down the track. I think he wanted the single, but decides not to take on the captain at mid-on. Good comeback from Mahato. It's 15 for 1.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs se guzeko cha. Your way of quality living.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौ Vivo.
Again, it's the inside edge challenge, but I think there's a bit of bat involved. That's a good decision for me.
Terrific bowling for Rajvanshi. Again, a lot of drift and then coming on with the arm. Bit of inside edge, definitely saving Chadwick Walton. Yeah, lunging and pushing at it. Not sure whether it's going to turn or come in with the arm. That's when you're winning a little battle.
Yeah, good decision for me from Bismillah Jan Shinwari. In the morning game, we had an all Nepal officiating team. But now we've got two of our travelling umpires that have come in, Bismillah Jan Shinwari, and at square leg Rashid Riaz from Pakistan, who has done quite a few Nepal internationals here, actually well accustomed to the TU. He's just so accurate, isn't he? And he's very used to this role of bowling in the power play. Loves doing it.
Just suited. He hits the stumps, bowls a very good length. Doesn't give you the width. Spins the odd one, comes in with the arm. So he's got all the tricks. Lalit Rajbanshi. Where's Chadwick Walton looking to go?
A little surprised maybe that the Bolts made two changes given how dominant they were 48 hours ago. I suppose the James Neesham change you would have expected, but the other one went Arniko Yadav and in comes Sharmala, who'll kind of bowl that little bit of mystery spin, the off breaks with the occasional one that can go away too.
Probably that's a matchup for Shikhar Dhawan that they have in mind later on. We've got a good mix here. The bowls, they've got a left arm spinner, they've got an off spinner and Harsh Thakur.
See how even Dhawan facing Rajbanshi, not comfortable. You tend to think of Prabhudu Dasanayaka, what he does, the way in which he pulls his teams together. There's always thought behind everything. So I think you're right. I think Sharmala could have been for that matchup to Dhawan. And again gets a single. So he moves into double figures, 4 in the books. It's 17 for 1.
DHI Happier Home. Chutte sahi.
सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई.
Yeah, you talk about legends of the game here in Nepal, and maybe after Paras Khadka, kind of the Sachin Tendulkar of Nepal, if you will. That's how idolized he is here in the nation of the Himalayas. Gyanendra Malla right next to him. He was the vice captain 10 years ago back in 2014. Lovely to see Sharad Vasakar out there playing, but great to see Malla coaching. He has been coaching the Nepal A side, which actually played its first ever matches this year against an Irish Wolves team at this very venue. And here comes Harsh Thakur, who bowled and batted very nicely on the opening day. Immediately Dhawan finds the gap. Precision placement, gets good reward for a Super 4 powered by Ncell 4G.
There was not much of a gap that he had to play with, but just pierced it well enough. Look at that. The fielder at point and cover point were quite close to each other, but he just threaded that gap so very well. Shows the experience and class of the man.
Bolton! Oh, what a moment! And Harsh Thakur loves every second. Not sure, maybe a little inside edge, but whatever happened, it went straight onto the top of off stump. And the party atmosphere, well, it continues. It's the big wicket. Shikhar's gone.
Yeah, is that the Red Bull energetic moment of the match? Terrific. What a day for Harsh Thakur. Can't get any better. Hit for a boundary, come back, hit top of off. Shikhar Dhawan looking to go over cover. Missed it completely. And a big wicket for Harsh Thakur. Second wicket down. Shikhar Dhawan gone for 14. And Harsh Thakur is ecstatic. Shikhar Dhawan bowled Harsh Thakur 14 of 14 balls and it's 21 for 2.
Huge moment in the game. Shikhar Dhawan, his maiden appearance at this inaugural Nepal Premier League, cleaned up by Harsh Thakur. It brings Babar Hayat to the crease. He's a very, very aggressive player. Someone who's played quite a lot of cricket here, including at the T20 World Cup Asia qualifier here last year that was hosted in Kathmandu between this ground and the beautiful Mopani cricket ground, affectionately known as the MCG around Kathmandu. Beautiful views of the Kakarna forest over there, but Hong Kong weren't able to do much. He's got a great record around the world. He's a powerful player, and one of his strong areas is somewhere where you get good reward, straight down the ground here.
Opens the batting, doesn't he, usually, for Hong Kong? Yeah, but he's here at number 4. All his experience will be put to good use, especially after the departure of Shikhar Dhawan. The big fish, Harsh Thakur, was ecstatic when he got his man. It could have been a dream for him not only to bowl to Shikhar Dhawan, but also get his wicket from Canada, from Indian descent.
Do you think he enjoyed it?
He'll be telling his grandchildren about it.
He's really a lovely guy, is Harsh Thakur. Very, very proud Canadian cricketer. Again, that link up with the former head coach, Prabhuda Dasanayake. He's a final rounder. He was in great form in Canada's first series in Cricket World Cup League 2 earlier this year with a couple of hundreds there in Dubai. Fine batter, but look at his celebrations here. Look at what it meant to him.
Nice drift in, hitting top of off as all the coaches asked for. Shikhar going to hit over the cover. Missed it completely. A video that he can show all his grandchildren. 23 for 2 after 5.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs they your way of quality living.
सिधै आउँछ
सिधै
डाइरेक्ट
डाइरेक्ट
आइएमई बाट पठाएको पैसा
आइएमई बाट पठाएको पैसा
सिधै मोबाइलमा
हो बाबा अब आइएमई गरेको पैसा सिधै आइएमई पेमा अर्थात् सिधै मोबाइलमा आउँछ
त्यसो भए त आइएमई गरौँ
सिधै मोबाइलमा DHI happier home. Today sahi.
Opting to bat first, the Yaks have lost Shikhar Dhawan and Dev Khanal inside the first 5 overs. Last over before the field restrictions will be lifted. It's a sellout crowd here. All set for over number 6. James Neesham. Very good afternoon, H.D. Ackerman.
Good afternoon, Mikhail. It's I don't think it's the ideal start for the Yaks. They won the toss and obviously had a bat first, which surprised many. I mean, I don't mind the decision to bat first, but it hasn't gone the way of the teams that have made that play in the first 2 games. Both games going to the team chasing. So work to be done.
And this is where Babar needs to be a little careful. If he gets his eye in, we know what he can do, HD. They need a partnership, however, at the moment.
Both very, very dangerous players. Babar Hayat strong down the ground, and Chadwick Walton doesn't have a T20 100 to his name. Chadwick Walton, the man at the striker's end. He's got a 99 not out. But they've still got some batting and some power at the crease.
Just gets the leading edge on this one. That was close. You can just sense by the reaction of the fielders in the middle. You don't want to run out this time.
It was Walton's call. Called for the single straight away, and Hyatt responded. It needed a direct hit, didn't get one. Would have been gone.
3-4 so far for the Yaks batting first. He's just eyed that area, fine up in the circle, that'll race away for a 4. Breaks the shackles, will release the pressure as well. Things had gone quiet in the middle, and they'll need more of it, the Yaks.
If someone had to say to you, please can you draw me a picture of a man from the Caribbean playing a particular cricket stroke, that would be the picture you would draw. Just the raised front leg and the little flip round the corner.
I do remember a great man playing that shot time and again. Much better this time. His protection in the deep, he'll get a single. The surface is looking good. You want to believe there's enough runs in it. But the approach matters. Yet again, spinners making an early impact, HD.
I think it was expected. I think before ball was bowled in this Siddhartha Bank NPL powered by NCL, that everyone felt that spin would play a significant role here at the TU.
That's much better. He'll feel good. Got to find the meat of the bat. Single to end the over, 9 runs coming off it. Beg your pardon, 8, it's 31 for 2.
Vivo.
सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
अब खेल्नेछ नेपाल
3 of the Siddhartha Bank Nepal Premier League 2024 powered by NCL. Yaks opting to bat first. Have lost Dev Khanal and Shikhar Dhawan very early within the first 5 overs. Impressed by his bowling in the last game. So did Sriram. Leg spinner gets the offie going as well. Very shrewd operator in the middle.
I make a signal.
They got a lot of bases covered.